Good morning, boys and girls. Today for English, we are going to be reading the next story in our reader, Who Was the Snowflake Man? Can you all please open page 67 in your readers to begin? Listen to me reading and follow the words with your finger. When I finished reading, you have a go. Make sure there's somebody at home listening to you and following the words with you. Who was the Snowflake Man? Wilson Bentley grew up in Vermont in the United States of America, a place where there is a lot of snow in winter. Wilson loved the snow and watched it for hours and hours. He always got excited if there was a snowstorm or a blizzard. Later, Wilson wanted to learn about snow, so he used a microscope to make snowflakes look bigger, and then he could see each one clearly. He drew pictures of the unusual patterns that he saw in the snowflakes. But sometimes, before he had finished the drawing, the snowflake had melted. Wilson knew that he needed to photograph the snowflakes. Then other people could see how amazing they were. His father thought that this was a silly idea. There was nothing special about snow in Vermont. But at last he gave in and got a special camera for his son. Now Wilson could take pictures of the snowflakes using the camera and the microscope together. By taking thousands of photographs of snowflakes, Wilson made a very exciting discovery. He found out that no two snowflakes are the same, that each one has its own special pattern. Scientists called Wilson Bentley a genius. Children just called him the Snowflake Man. Here you can see some of Wilson Bentley's photographs, now in a Vermont museum. Have you ever heard of the Snowflake Man? I hadn't. When you have read this at home, we are going to do some work in our English copies. So can you go now, pause the video and get them ready. On Seesaw, there is a sample of how we would like you to do your copy out. Remembering all the things that you've learned from September returning to second class. Sharp pencils, using a ruler to margin your copy, putting the date in the top right-hand corner, and for us, can you please put your name in the top left-hand corner? So when you send us a photo of your lovely, neat handwriting, we know exactly who's written it. Activity number 1. Can you name and identify 5 weather words from this story? Write them clearly in your copy. For example, let's have a look. How about snowflakes? Or how about blizzard? Can you see any more? Write them neatly now in your copy. When you have finished that, can you name and identify 5 science words from the story? Very good. Microscope. Can you see any more? Write them neatly in your copy. The next part today is our vocabulary quiz. Again, write the answers neatly in your copy. Your parents have a copy of these questions emailed to them. So if you need to catch up, you can read the questions at home again. Number 1. I want you to find the words in the texts that means. A piece of equipment used for taking photographs. Can you think about that? Can you look back through the text and see? What is it? Yes, That's right. Camera. Where is it in the text? So you can copy the spelling correctly into your copies. Very good. Camera. Number 2. A large number. Number 3. What is the name of a person who is an expert or a whiz? Number 4. A heavy snowstorm with strong winds. A piece of equipment that magnifies things so that we can look carefully at them. Number 6. To turn to liquid. Number 7. A building where many interesting things are kept and shown. Number 8. To admit that you are defeated. You might need to play this video again to listen to the questions, or you might read the questions from the sheet that your parents have downloaded. Correct the answers with your parents. And when it's completed, please send us a photo of your lovely, neat handwriting. Well done.